Greetings adventurers. This video is for party finder players, who do not have voice communication access, and only the major fixed mechanics will be covered, so this is a fast guide for someone who wants to get into groups quickly with some basics, and not troll your team. First of all, bring HP potions, time stop potions, and sleep grenades. If you lack Stagger, bring whirlwind grenades as well. At 170, if you got this slow buff, ping, and coordinate with the rest of the slow buff players, and line yourselves up to form a slow buffer zone to prevent running into the one-shot zone at the center. If you got the speed buff, make sure to leave it outside completely, then move yourself to the end of the slow buffer zone. At 155, players with greater than or equal to 70% charm gauge, quickly spam your pin using Control left click on all the sword locations. Players with less than 70% charm gauge, figure out the only one intersection with the statues, or shadow clones. Run to this only safe zone and use another pin to inform your team. Often we use gather around ping, by Control left click and drag upward. At 135, go to the gold orb location, at the top first by convention, to clear your charm gauge to the absolute 0%, so that you will have plenty of 4 seconds time for the following 2 typing games. Otherwise, even if you have any percentage charm gauge left, even just 1%, you will only have 2 seconds time for each typing game, which is almost impossible to succeed. If 4 or more players failed any of their 2 typing games, it is a wipe for the whole team. Everyone will receive damage if 1 to 3 players fail, and no damage if no one failed. At 125, everyone gathers around and releases the pink charm AOE under your feet. You will need to use them to reach 100% charm gauge to avoid the following wipe attack. Note that this pink AOE is only useful right now, otherwise, just leave them at the edge of the map. So pay attention to this random charm AOE all the time, otherwise, you will troll your team. At 105, go to one of the gold orbs to clear your charm gauge, because when you have to stagger Vykas later, your gauge will keep increasing. After successfully doing the stagger check, use time stop to dodge the self-destruction damage from the monsters. At 75, there will be another slow and speed buffs mechanic just like the 170 HP one. Don't forget about it and be prepared. At 55, you need to maintain your charm gauge between 70% and 100%. The gauge will decrease steadily during this time, so take the dark red orbs to increase your gauge. This mechanic can be difficult because if your gauge drops below 70%, you will do no damage to the tentacles, and you will be out of control at 100% charm. Plus you will have to eliminate every one of the tentacles to pass this mechanic, otherwise, it is a wipe. At around 10, stop your DPS, and go to one of the gold orb locations to clear your charm gauge. You may want to keep a 10 or 20% charm gauge left because you do no damage if your charm is at 0%. Now finish all her HP and we will enter the 0 HP mechanic. At 0, run to the center of the map first and check your minimap for Vykas' real location. Then run to her without facing the center of the map because this is like a Medusa mechanic. Get behind Vykas and spam your stagger skills to exhaust the purple stagger bar underneath the HP bar. You must stand behind Vykas since there will be wipe attacks in the front. Use sidereal way to help with the stagger. Your charm gauge will automatically increase during this time. Follow the black holes on the floor to reduce your charm. At the same time, get ready to save your teammates using a sleep grenade. Vykas will do some charge attacks later, and all you have to do is to keep on doing stagger damages. If one round is not enough, repeat this process until her stagger bar is exhausted. Once Vykas is staggered, you have succeeded this mechanic and cleared this raid. There will also be a fixed mechanic at 35 HP, where you will have to block red orbs and spam your spacebar in hard mode. These are all the fixed mechanics for Vykas Gate 3, hope this kind of summary and sharing will be helpful for players in general. Thank you for watching, see you in the next one.